And now, marine weather around Alaska.
Throughout the day Monday, look for south to southeast winds here along the south coast at 20 to 25 knots with seas up to 8 feet. East southeast 30 to 35 knots for the north coast with seas as high as 13 feet. Lynn Canal southeast 25 for Stevens Passage, southeast 10 for Clarence Strait. And for Tuesday, inside waters here, southeast winds 10 to 15 knots. On the south coast, south winds 20 to 25 knots with 11-foot seas. And the north coast, winds lighter than to Monday from the east and southeast of 15 to 20 knots, seas around 10 feet. Prince William Sound, southeast winds 30 knots, seas 7 feet. Same thing for the eastern North Gulf Coast, southeast at 30 knots, south 20 for the western coast, southwest 20 for the Barren Islands. Kamishak Bay, southeast at 25. Cook Inlet, northeast winds 15 to 25. And for Tuesday, Cook Inlet, northeast 10 to 20. South to southeast, 15 knots for the Barren Islands and Kamishak Bay. Western North Gulf Coast, variable winds 10 knots, southeast of 15 for Bristol Bay. South to southeast, 15 for the eastern North Gulf Coast. Kodiak Island, Monday, southwest 20 to 25 knots, seas up to 11 feet. Southwest for the Alaska Peninsula at 25 to 30 knots with seas running 7 to 13 feet. South at 20 for Bristol Bay, seas 6 feet. And for Bristol Bay on Tuesday, south winds 15 knots. And for the Alaska Peninsula, south to southwest at 20 knots with seas running 6 to 10 feet. Kodiak Island, south to southwest at 15 to 20 knots, seas 4 to 7 feet. Eastern Aleutians, tomorrow, southwest wind, 30 knots, seas 15 feet. West at 30 knots for Adak and Atka, seas 15 to 17 feet. And for the Western Aleutians, northwest to west to southwest winds at 25 to 40 knots with seas as high as 20 feet. And for Tuesday, Western Aleutians, south to southwest wind at 30 knots with seas 15 to 20 feet. Southwest at 25 with 10 to 13-foot seas for the Central Aleutians and the Fox Islands. Small craft advisories, southwest 25 to 30 knots with seas up to 16 feet. And for the southwest coast tomorrow, south of Nunivak Island, gale warning, south 35 knots, seas 10 feet, southeast 30 knots for the Yukon Delta coast, east at 30 for Norton Sound, east 25 for St. Lawrence Island. And for St. Matthew Island, full gales, north at 40 knots, seas 20 feet, southwest 30 for the Pribilofs. And those drop down to 20 knots for St. Paul and St. George on Tuesday with seas around 10 feet, north 25, 15-foot seas for St. Matthew Island. South winds 25 knots, St. Lawrence Island and the southwest coast, and southeast at 25 for Norton Sound. Eastern and central and western Arctic coast tomorrow, east winds 15 knots. Small craft advisories for the Chukchi Sea, northeast winds 20 to 30 knots with seas 7 to 9 feet. And for Tuesday, for the Chukchi Sea, east to northeast winds 15 to 25 knots. Central and western Arctic coast, east at 20. And the eastern coast, winds will be east at 15 knots.